Hi, this is Mike Hendrickson from Strata in Barcelona. I'm here with Davey Ness. Davey, how you doing?
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm doing well. So how has this event been for you?
This has been really, really great. We got a lot of people coming to our booth talking about big data solutions, the blueprints we've been rolling out the past 12 months. You've talked to Dave Henry before at Strata New York. So there's a lot of interest in those blueprints, especially the streamlined data refinery we just released. And yeah, it's been going very, very well.
So you're with the EMEA version of Pentaho.
Yes.
And is this audience specific to that, or do you see, is this your audience here?
This is definitely our audience. We obviously see some, global accounts, some people from the States coming over, but most of the people here are definitely based in our region, in Europe predominantly.
And are the conversations good you've been having this week?
Absolutely, they're good, and I think one of the things we're starting to notice, I think 12, maybe 18 months ago, there was still a big gap between what Europe was doing around big data and what the US was doing, but we're seeing that Europe is closing that gap fairly quickly, so we're happy to see that.
And how are you guys at Pentaho helping to close that gap?
Obviously by sharing from our perspective, so it was good. I think 2 years or 3 years ago I went to Strata New York because we still saw that big gap between Europe and the US, and it was really good to see what was happening over there. And we brought all that experience from the US, from our teams, but also what's happening in the market to our European prospects and customers. We've been talking to them all along, sharing some of the blueprints we've been deploying and developing in the US, and obviously other vendors are doing the same thing, and the Europe is looking closely what's happening in the US, and that helped to catch up. Yeah.
So you mentioned blueprints, and can you explain a little bit more what are the Pentaho blueprints?
Yeah, sure. So we've identified about 10 blueprints, 10 sort of, see it as an ETL, so a data integration design pattern and an analytics design pattern on top of a reference architecture. We've identified 10 of those. They go from very simple use cases that are more about cost takeout, think about data warehouse optimization, building data lakes, building big data as a service, all the way through the more complex ones like customer 360, predictive analytics, and about 10 use cases we've seen, and again, streamlined data refinery being one of those, that we've sort of been rolling out and implementing at our customers.
So it's a learning opportunity for your partners and your customers.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's a learning opportunity. It's kind of also a little bit of it maps out a journey that they can take because big data is very new. There's new technologies involved. We also talk about the shifting sands of big data. New technologies almost come out every quarter. So, but it allows them to sort of go through this journey of onboarding these new technologies, using them from very simple use cases that are more around sort of the cost takeout scenarios, all the way through the strategic initiatives that they may want to take and leverage data to do so.
So if you could fast forward to London next year, what will change for Pentaho and for the market in general?
All right, that's a tough question. I'll probably need a few seconds to think about that one. Obviously, a lot of the things we've seen now as starting to start up, think of Internet of Things, for instance. That's something that we start to see now. The initial use case, initial conversations are coming out. We've been talking to some of the manufacturers and learning what kind of really cool ideas that they have. So one prediction I made, for instance, is that I got 2 young boys, they will never drive a car. Exactly, it will drive them. So some of the conversation we're having absolutely supports that, and data will play a big role in that. So I think Internet of Things is a big thing that we'll see the next 12 months. And then just hardening and sort of getting some of these use cases, these blueprints, becoming more and more mainstream.
David, we look forward to seeing you in London next year.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.